Caitlin Mitchell from the #1 power ranked Austintown Fitch Falcons joining us today. Caitlin, thank you so much for the time.
Hi.
Caitlin, let's first and foremost just talk about this team. You guys are such a group of different personalities, it seems like, too. Talk to me about this experience playing with this group of girls.
So playing with everyone, like, as we've played through high school together, we've gotten so close. So being able to share, like, the different personalities that we all have is amazing, because you just never know what you're really going to get from someone in certain scenarios. Like, if someone gets a really good hit, everyone goes crazy. So it's fun around that.
When you guys looked at this roster before the season, and you saw obviously Sydney Watts was coming up as a freshman, you saw that she was going to be led by a veteran catcher that had already caught really good pitchers. You looked at this lineup and the power that it has. Did you guys kind of get a sense that this season could be really special for you guys?
Yeah, coming into the season, knowing that Sydney was coming in and that we were going to have McKenna behind the plate was really exciting to all of us. I think we're looking forward to hopefully making it to districts, making it past where we ended our season last year. And with Sydney on the mound and McKenna behind the plate, I think we have a really good chance of making it past districts this year.
You're coming off of a trip down in Myrtle Beach where you guys were pretty successful in the field, but all in all seemed like a great trip and a fun trip that you guys had. Talk to me about some of your favorite memories from this trip and just some of the highlights that you had on it.
Yeah, so in Myrtle Beach, there was an obstacle course that we all went to. It was like a blow-up obstacle course in a lake. And we were able to jump off of the top part, and Coach Ward jumped off and he back smacked in the water. That was funny. And then we went to Dave & Buster's as a whole team, and we got ducks out of this prize machine. So we carry those everywhere. And then playing softball definitely down there was a new experience for me with the high school team. It was my first year going down there with them, and it was just great to be playing down there with them and then making new memories as we went along in the week.
Very generous to call that Steve Ward a jump, because I think it was more of a fall. But hey, when you look at that trip and you look at some of the lessons that were learned about the players that you got to grow with, and about the game too, and the games that you got to play, what are you taking from that trip to the rest of the season now that you're back home?
Being able to grow as a team down there, we down in Myrtle Beach, there were times where we'd get mad at ourselves or stuff, and just being able to overcome those problems. And as a team, we definitely brought back with us, and I think we're going to grow from what we overcame down there. And so it's going to make us just a better team all around coming back.
Being one of the leaders for this team and being one of those girls that have been there, done that throughout the softball seasons, do you think a loss down in Myrtle Beach or a loss in this season was necessary for these maybe younger girls to experience before a tournament?
Yeah, I feel like a loss is something, that everyone has gone through, and losing, we went down there, I believe, 10-0. So losing down there is definitely something that we probably did need, because it was probably going to happen eventually. And just being able to lose with the people that we're surrounded with, we weren't very sad about it because it was going to happen. But just being able to be with the group of girls that I'm playing with and overcome the losses is good.
And you guys don't get to play a lot of defense. Sydney Watts already has 199 strikeouts. It's kind of hogging the ball a little bit. What's it like kind of just watching that sometimes, and obviously having to keep mentally focused for when someone does happen to get a contact to the ball every now and then?
Yeah, so having Sydney on the mound is good because she's always confident in herself. She never gets down on herself. And with all the strikeouts that she has, we don't really, like you said, have to do anything really as a defense. But when people do make contact, we are always ready because you always want to make that play. And girls do make contact with the ball, so we're just always ready. But Sydney definitely is amazing. And with those strikeouts, it leads us a long way.
Middle of this infield's like poetry in motion to watch defensively too. Talk to me about this relationship you have with Ayla Ray being a sophomore and just being one of the younger girls too that I'm sure has a lot of questions about working the middle of the infield.
So I have known Ayla for a long time, but coming into high school, we've gotten really closer. And being able to know that she's always there and that she will stop anything, like just being as close as I am with her, we're able to work really good together in the middle infield. And I know she's always going to have my back, like with pop-ups and stuff, like that go shallow center. Like she's always going to be right next to me, ready to catch the ball. Like I know she's always going to be there.
All right, we got to talk about the paddles. Like we've talked about the paddles with every player we bring on. It's the running joke now with Fitch softball. Can you tell us from your perspective where it started and kind of how it's grown from this? Now it's just this phenomenon with Fitch softball that you guys got these paddles out.
One day we were practicing in the gym, or it was right before a game. We were warming up, and there's a closet in the back of the gym. And we all went in there, and it was Sophia Sinadak, I'm pretty sure. She walked in there first and just brought out this paddle. And so we all took one. So during games, we'll hit them off the trash can in there, and it's so loud. We'll just hit them together. And it's just like so funny to all of us, and we have to have our paddle. So, I mean, it's something fun that we do.
Are the Ducks making a trip into the dugout now? Because you said you got these ducks in Myrtle Beach. Is this becoming like another thing going along with the paddles?
Yeah, it's like a race car duck, and
I was seeing these ducks in the dugout yesterday. So.
Yeah, I brought it to the last 2 games, and I brought it to Myrtle Beach, our last game down there, and I made a joke that it's my race car duck, so I'm fast, and I'm not that fast, so everyone just laughs, and now I bring it to all the games, and I just mess around, and I'm like, this will make everyone fast. It's making me fast.
+5 in the Fitch category. Speed +5 with the race car duck. Yep.
Yes, the ducks are coming everywhere.
Ducks are coming.
The good luck duck.
Lucky ducks. Yeah, I don't think you guys need much luck. When you think about it and you think about some of the things, the goals that you've set for yourself this season, what goals did you want to personally set for yourself?
The goals that I wanted to improve from last year, I would say less strikeouts than I had last year, better pitch selections. So going into my at-bats this year, I try to pick good pitches out, and then that will limit your strikeouts if you're not swinging at bad pitches. And then just defensively, I would say my goals are being able to stop everything that comes my way, and then have fun out there too with Sid, and then the infield and the outfield all working together.
Coach Ward's been a name that's been with that Austintown softball community for quite some time, has been there the entire tenure of your high school career. Talk to me a little bit about how important and how influential Coach Ward has been, not only in your high school career in the academics, but on the softball field as well, of course.
Yeah, so Coach Ward is never really negative towards anything. He's always positive on us, encouraging us to be the best that we can be. And on the softball field, he's always helping us. And after every at-bat, he's always telling us what we could fix or what we did in the scenario, like the outcome of that scenario. So he's really encouraging in that, and he helps all of us a ton. And then academically, he's an English teacher, senior English teacher, and I know I can always go to him for anything that I need school-wise too, besides softball. So that's good to have him in school too.
Doubling down on that and just talking about all the coaches that you've had in your life, what's some of the best advice that you've ever received from coaches that you kind of still carry with you today?
Just to always be confident in yourself, because once you get down on yourself, that's when things can go crazy. So I just always try to stay within myself, do what I know how to do, and just be confident.
What is Caitlin Mitchell's walk-up song if you had to have one?
It is Shots right now, and it skipped to that one part, Let's Go. It's like Let's Go, ba-da-da-da, that part, because the rest is kind of bad.
You hear the whole dugout screaming and every time her walk-up comes up too. It's great. It's great. Talk to me too about just this team. And I mean, like, Coach Ward tells me stories about you guys suntanning while other teams are warming up on warm days too. Like, you guys have such a unique personality, and you have a unique approach to the game. Where does this kind of approach come from, where it seems like you guys are just so loose and so just having fun and in the moment every time you step onto that field?
So it all starts with warm-ups, because if you have if you just go through the motions during warm-ups, you're not really gonna be put together out there, kind of. So it starts with warm-ups, and then going into the game, being together.
Favorite post-game meal, Caitlin?
Chick-fil-A.
That one that just came into the AUSTINTOWN area.
You're right.
Yeah.
What's the order at Chick-fil-A?
12 count chicken nugget meal, large lemonade, and 4 ranch.
Lemonade. That's a classic drink.
Gotta go lemonade.
Gotta go lemonade.
Gotta go lemonade.
Waffle fries?
Yes.
Yes, because waffle fries are like the best thing that Chick-fil-A has to offer.
Yeah.
What about the personality of the team? Ty's asked about it, but we've asked all the players as well who the loudest in the dugout is. We've gotten some mixed answers, so we got to ask you to tally up the votes. Who's the loudest in the dugout, do you think?
I would say Allie Foley is always loud.
It's another vote for Allie. I think, Ty, you've been keeping count.
It's Allie Foley gets some, Kayla Schubert gets some too.
Yeah.
But Allie's gotten a lot of votes too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about too this final question for you that I have. We always give our players that chance to shout out their support system, and no less, I want to give you that same opportunity. Those people that are in the stands cheering you on too, and have been there for you throughout your entire softball career.
I want to thank my family, my friends, all my coaches, my travel coach, any hitting coaches I've ever been to. Coach Bob Smith has helped me a lot. Definitely Coach Becky, Coach Ward, Coach Bob, Coach Fiddler. My friends, everyone's just always supportive of everything that I do. So, yeah.
Caitlin, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We love talking to you. We love the fact that you're able to join us. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and we know that we'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.